Emotional cheating is when you share intimacy with someone outside your relationship. This type of cheating doesn't involve physical touch, but it can be just as damaging, if not more so, than a physical affair. It's a connection that crosses the line of friendship. When you start sharing your deepest thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities with someone who isn't your partner, you're stepping into the realm of emotional cheating. This connection makes your partner feel uncomfortable or betrayed. They may sense that your emotional energy is being directed elsewhere, leaving them feeling neglected and hurt. It's about sharing secrets, dreams, and vulnerabilities with someone who isn't your partner. These are the things that should ideally be reserved for your significant other, as they form the foundation of a strong, intimate relationship. Emotional cheating can be confusing. It often starts innocently, with a friendship that gradually becomes more intense. You might not even realize you're crossing a line until it's too late. It doesn't always involve physical touch. The absence of physical contact can make it harder to recognize, but the emotional bond feels very real and can be just as strong as a physical one. But the emotional bond feels very real. This bond can create a sense of intimacy and closeness that rivals or even surpasses the connection you have with your partner. It can be just as damaging as a physical affair. The betrayal of trust and the emotional distance it creates can lead to significant distress and conflict in your primary relationship. Sometimes, it can even be a precursor to a physical relationship. Emotional cheating can pave the way for a physical affair, as the emotional connection deepens and boundaries continue to be crossed. Emotional cheating is about crossing boundaries. It's about allowing someone else to occupy a space in your heart and mind that should be reserved for your partner. It's about prioritizing someone else's emotional needs over your partner's. When you turn to someone else for emotional support and connection, you're effectively sidelining your partner and undermining the trust in your relationship. This betrayal of trust can be deeply hurtful. It can leave your partner feeling isolated, rejected, and profoundly hurt as they grapple with the realization that your emotional loyalty lies elsewhere. There's no easy answer to whether physical or emotional cheating is worse. Both hurt, both damage a relationship. Physical cheating involves a clear, tangible act of betrayal. It's a breach of trust that is often undeniable and can be seen as a direct attack on the sanctity of the relationship. Physical cheating is a clear betrayal. It involves a physical connection outside the relationship, which can be incredibly painful for the betrayed partner to process. The act itself is often seen as a violation of the exclusivity that a relationship is built upon. It involves a physical connection outside the relationship. This kind of cheating can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anger, and deep emotional pain. The physical act can be a stark reminder of the betrayal every time the couple is intimate. Emotional cheating can be harder to define. It often starts innocently with a friendship or a close bond that gradually becomes more intimate. This type of cheating can be insidious, creeping up on a relationship without either partner fully realizing it. It's subtle and can creep up on a relationship. Emotional cheating involves sharing thoughts, dreams, and feelings with someone outside the relationship, creating a deep emotional bond that can rival or even surpass the bond with the partner. But the emotional intimacy involved can be just as powerful as physical intimacy. This kind of connection can make the betrayed partner feel isolated, neglected, and deeply hurt, as if they are no longer the most important person in their partner's life. It can be just as devastating to the betrayed partner. The sense of betrayal can be profound, leading to a loss of trust and a feeling of being emotionally abandoned. Ultimately, the impact depends on the couple and the situation. Each relationship is unique, and what one couple might be able to work through, another might find insurmountable. The key is communication and understanding. Some people might find physical infidelity unforgivable. The tangible nature of the betrayal can make it impossible for some to move past, leading to the end of the relationship. Others might see emotional infidelity as a deeper betrayal. The emotional connection that has been formed with someone else can feel like a more significant breach of trust, as it often involves a deeper level of intimacy and connection. In the end, whether physical or emotional cheating is worse is subjective. It depends on the values, boundaries, and expectations within the relationship. What's most important is how the couple addresses the issue and whether they can rebuild trust and move forward together. Imagine a woman named Sarah. Sarah is a thoughtful and introspective person, often lost in her own world of dreams and aspirations. She's always been someone who values deep connections and meaningful relationships. Sarah is married to John. They have been together for several years. sharing countless memories and building a life together. Their relationship is built on trust, love, and mutual respect. However, lately, things have been a bit distant between them. The once vibrant conversations have turned into routine exchanges, and the spark that once ignited their relationship seems to be fading. They still care deeply for each other, but the emotional connection feels strained. At work, Sarah starts spending more time with a colleague named Mark. Mark is charismatic, understanding, and always ready to lend an ear. Their professional relationship gradually evolves into a close friendship. Mark is a good listener, and he understands Sarah's work pressures. He offers her the kind of support and empathy that she feels has been missing in her relationship with John. Their conversations are not just about work. They delve into personal experiences, dreams, and fears. They start sharing personal stories. Sarah finds herself opening up to Mark in ways she hasn't with John in a long time. They talk about their childhoods, their aspirations, and their struggles. This sharing creates a bond that feels both comforting and exhilarating. They laugh together, confide in each other, and text late into the night. These late-night conversations become a routine, a secret escape from the mundanity of everyday life. Sarah looks forward to these moments, feeling a sense of excitement and connection. Sarah feels a connection with Mark she hasn't felt with John in a long time. This new emotional bond brings her joy and a sense of fulfillment. She starts to realize how much she has been missing this kind of connection in her marriage. She tells herself it's just a friendship. She rationalizes her feelings, convincing herself that there is nothing wrong with seeking emotional support from a friend. After all, everyone needs someone to talk to, right? But deep down, she knows she's crossing a line. The guilt starts to creep in, and she finds herself questioning her actions. Is it really just a friendship, or is it something more? The emotional turmoil becomes harder to ignore. This scenario highlights how easily emotional cheating can happen. Emotional cheating is often subtle and can be difficult to recognize at first. It starts with innocent conversations and shared interests, but it can quickly grow into a deep emotional connection that rivals or even surpasses the bond with a partner. It often starts innocently, with a connection that feels harmless. A shared laugh, a comforting word, a shoulder to lean on. These small moments can build up, creating a strong emotional bond that feels safe and fulfilling. But without clear boundaries, it can quickly escalate into something more. The lines between friendship and emotional intimacy blur, leading to feelings of confusion and guilt. It's important to recognize these signs early and address them before they cause harm to existing relationships. Recognizing the signs of emotional cheating can be difficult. It's not as clear-cut as physical infidelity, but there are some red flags to watch out for. Increased secrecy and defensiveness about their phone or online activity. Constantly talking about or praising this other person. Making excuses to spend time with them, often neglecting your plans. Downplaying your concerns or accusing you of being jealous. A noticeable decrease in intimacy, both physical and emotional, in your relationship. If you notice several of these signs, it's important to have an open and honest conversation with your partner. Do share your thoughts below on this topic, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.